Hey, what's happening, y'all? Alex here in the very northern end of downtown Toronto. It's another nice summer-like day here in the city. And I just got out of St. George subway station on line 2. And it took me only half an hour to get here from the heart of York. So it's really, really fast. Although, normally I would probably just take line 5 over to Cedarville and then down. But it's not open yet, but even at this hour, the Kiel bus is kind of fast, even though there's like a little bit of traffic, but it's fine by me. And we're here at the intersection of Bloor Street West and St. George Street. Very familiar territory because we're on we're at the University of Toronto St. George campus. And I wasn't sure where I wanted to go today. I mean, it is nice outside, but unfortunately tomorrow the friggin' rain's gonna be coming back. So I thought I would enjoy this while I could. This is like a new, I just got a text message from Liam. Boom is live right now. I think with a couple of family members. They were at the CN Tower. And now Liam is saying that they're walking towards the Well and Graffiti Alley. And Liam's not too far, but I wanted to make this walking video along St. George Street, and then it turns into Beverley Street at College. I know I've already done a walking video earlier in the winter, up St. George all the way up to DuPont. But I thought I would just walk mostly these two streets, even though it's like the same, but two names in one. And my first year at university, I was always around here, especially at the big-ass ugly building there, the Robards Library. I don't really go there as much as I used to. But it is still a very cool place for university students, get their work done and read a bit. Oh man, it's like one of the best libraries I've been to. Even though, yes, to a lot of people, it looks like a turkey or a freaking prisoner son. But this ugly building is actually quite, not just ugly, but also pretty cool too. So 14 floors of everything. Just a very short walk from St. George subway station. And of course, from here, I could easily get home in the next 15 minutes. So that's how very convenient it is, especially here at the St. George campus. Lots of beautiful old buildings here. And while it is full of rich history, I actually prefer the Scarborough campus a lot better. I know that's satellite campus, where I always go to. It sits on it literally sits right next to like the Highland Creek. The nature there is cool. I love the vibes and energy there. It has a mix of old and modern architecture. But I like this campus too. Just really not as much as Scarborough. I have a long day ahead of me tomorrow because I am going to try and get my G1. So I got to take like a driving test. So like I have to go to like a test center. I think the one at Downsview Park. And I'll do that. Get some practice with my dad this year.
It is like more.
But also, even though tomorrow's going to be a shitty day, I'm still going to go out. I'm probably going to head to Fairview Mall later on. Check out the Bay one final time. And then maybe if I have time, I'll probably head over to Scarborough Town Center. And you know me, I always go on these crazy journeys. So for me, I don't think it's a surprise that I'd be going to several places all in one day, and that would easily take up several hours of my time. So, but you know what I'm gonna do after this video? I'm gonna try and find Boom and Liam. Like I just said, I just received a few text messages from Liam saying that he's gonna go and track them down. Not much blue skies out, but it is still sunny regardless. So I really cannot complain. But it will start raining overnight and then all day tomorrow, so that will be fun. Here's Harbord Street. Well, actually, Harbord on the right, Hoskin Avenue on the left. During the fall and winter semesters, this campus is always very busy. But you know, it's actually the summer semester now, so there's like low demand around here. But there's still lots of people though. Just really not as much as you would see in the fall and winter. Regardless of what day, what of a season or of a time of day, it's always nice to walk around here. In fact, I was just here for the cherry blossoms around 3 weeks ago. And I was walking through here, the courtyard, King's College Circle. There's a 94 Wellesley bus. I think Beverley ends at Queen, if I'm not mistaken. I know I've walked Beverley a couple times. And after College Street, Beverley is just mostly residential. We'll be walking by Grange Park again and the Art Gallery of Ontario, where it was on Friday. Johnny and Ken were there the next day. In fact, Ken actually sniped Johnny, and he's gonna premiere his version, or actually his own point of view, rather. Yeah, it's not busy at all here. Lots of residences on the left. Oh wow, look at this. I think that's the chemistry building, but now they're building something in front of it. I wonder what it might be. Unless it's an expansion. There's a arts and science building. Of course, September is when we're going to be seeing a lot more students, especially from around the world. Even though the amount of international students coming here has really been a concern. Also this morning while I was editing some videos, I was watching His Majesty deliver the speech from the throne, from the Senate. And I gotta say, the royal visit to Ottawa was very successful. It was well received by Canadians. I liked it. I think it really sends a message, and to also let us Canadians know that we are truly a sovereign and independent country. You know what the King said during the speech? He said the true north is indeed strong and free. When I heard that, I think that really set the tone, because we are indeed the true north, strong and free. So I honestly think that's a highlight of the throne speech. Remember, Canada was hey, there's a squirrel. The Canada was pretty much built on the monarchy. We have a parliamentary based system to run our government. And of course, you know, he's Charles is the monarch of Canada. So it's a lot. It means something very big. I know. Maybe some of you don't care, but I mean, this is really how our country functions. And again, the monarch has not read the speech on the throne since Elizabeth II in 1977 or 78. And yeah, they just departed Ottawa. I was watching. I was on the Keel bus. I was watching their plane depart Ottawa back to London. I think it was a trip that was very successful. I really hope this sends a message out to the Orange Man down south. But we're not going to get into politics that much. I mean, everybody's been talking about it. In fact, yesterday, you know, I was out in Etobicoke when the king arrived. I was still watching that coverage when I was on the 927 and actually no, on the 944 and 507. And then I went to the Starbucks at near Bloor and Royal York. I was sipping on a nice mocha cookie crumble frappuccino. I saw the king hanging out at Lansdowne Park with the Prime Minister, the Governor General, all the dignitaries. Anyway, we're almost at College Street here. Very likely I'm going to end this off at Queen. And like I just said, at College Street is where St. George becomes Beverley Street. Oh shit, the sidewalk is closed here. Alright, well, I don't know how I'm gonna... They didn't really... there wasn't even proper signage to like let me know where to cross or whatever, so... Just by looking at that, it's really just a little bullshit. Anyway, I got a break here, so... And I've been to that Starbucks too. And this here's the U of T bookstore. As you can see, we have a sign, Beverley Street begins. By the way, today is, I didn't mention the date. Today is Tuesday, May 27th, 2025. Now it's around 1:50 p.m. So it's a pretty nice early afternoon here in Toronto. Even though it's not that clear of a blue sky, it's still nice. And you know, like I said, you know, I just can't complain. And we got a good view of the CN Tower. Well, if I was walking on the west side of St. George, I'd still get this view. But you know, we started on the east side because I came out of the friggin' subway station. Hey, it's 22 degrees Celsius. It's not very, very hot, but when I was heading back home, it felt slightly chilly, but I feel fine, especially wearing my summer clothes. I mean, notice a few people wearing shorts, but wait till it gets to like freaking 30. That's good. I made 2 walking videos yesterday because the weather is nice, and you know, last week because of the consecutive rainy days we had, it was very shitty. Didn't make walking videos except making bus ride videos and elevator videos. Here's Cecil Street. You know, we are near Chinatown, so some of the street signs are going to be in Chinese. It's a Royal Canadian Legion, the Polish Combatants Association. Oh, see Spadina Avenue all the way from here. And this area will probably seem very familiar because coming up will be Grange Park. And you know, I was walking through there at lunchtime after visiting the Hudson's Bay flagship store, which is closing this weekend. And I walked through Grange Park, and I think, was it Darcy Street to Spadina and Chinatown and over to Kensington Market. Pretty long walk at lunchtime. This here is a school. Beverley School. Here's Baldwin Street. There's a very little stretch of commercial businesses called Baldwin Village. Well, actually, mostly restaurants, but you know, it's close enough. Let's get a shot here of the tower. Again, Boom is having family members over right now. I think it was his nephew, according to the live stream I saw. And again, Liam told me that he is heading towards the well, which won't be too far from where I'm heading. I could just easily walk there, or I can just hop on the 510 streetcar. But what am I gonna do after this? Am I gonna hang around here a little longer? Or with Liam and Boom? I'm not too sure. So I have plans rest of the week. Tomorrow, going to take a driver's test, and I'm gonna gallivant like I always do. Thursday, I'm heading to St. Catharines. So I'm gonna make probably a walking video and some elevator videos. Friday is Sapan's birthday, and we are going out for birthday dinner with him. So pretty much the entire gang is gonna be coming along. We're gonna be going to a Chinese restaurant on the waterfront called Pearl Harbor. I mean, I'm not really one for Chinese food, but I've been there before. The food was really good, so looking forward to going back there again. No, this isn't Darcy. Okay, so this is where Darcy is. What the hell is that street I walked through? I guess we'll find out as we're approaching Dundas Street West. I am so confused, but I guess we'll find out where what street it is I walked on in that video I did on Friday. And here is the Italian consulate. Or I think it is. So once you go through that gates, you're not actually in Canada. You're in Italian jurisdiction. Let's cross back to the other side here. There's the Art Gallery of Ontario. And University Avenue, just half a kilometer away from here. There's Chinatown. Very positive Beverley ends at Queen. In fact, we're just at 18 minutes into the video, which isn't bad. Oh, that's Grange Avenue I walked on. Okay. Yeah, because I remember walking through that crosswalk. And then I went over to Spadina. So I just wasn't really sure if I was walking Darcy or Grange. We'll be done this video pretty soon. I can see Queen up ahead, but we're just like a few minutes away from wrapping this shit up. It's a nice park, but like I said, when I visit here on Friday, it's not even that busy. Well, actually, yeah. Now there's a little bit more people than what I saw on Friday, because I walked through here around 12:30. Now it's around 2. If only this park gets a lot busier during the weekends. What I really want to do, I want to go to Riverdale Park at sunset. I think that would be fun. And you know, I'm more of a sunset guy too. I don't see the usual squirrels roaming around here. Oh, I think there's one, but can't really see it. So there's Sullivan Street. I believe that part of Queen is known as the, I think it's the Fashion District. West Queen West is further west though. Well, west of Bathurst. That guy should be on the bike lane. There's literally one right freaking here next to you. Like, why are you gonna risk your safety when you're riding your bike on the fucking sidewalk? Like, that makes no sense. It's illegal, first of all. And it's, obviously it's dangerous. Leave it up to Johnny. Because, you know, he's a cyclist himself. I like what he calls it, all the bad apples out there in the city. See, this guy's doing the right thing. Well, he's not actually on the bike lane, but okay, now he's on the edge. But still, it looks like they just repaved the road here. Holy shit! Anyway, we've made it to the end. There's Queen Street West. I'm not sure what other videos I'll make. But maybe I'll try to find Liam and Boom, who are at the well. Which isn't too far. I could just easily walk there from here. This guy's just standing like a statue.
What do you want to say to me, man? You have all this fucking talk, but you're not gonna do shit. That's all I want.
Oh, now that guy's going on a tangent. Yelling at the cloud, it looks like. So that's why I'm gonna walk a little further and end things off. John, so guys, that's it for this one. So thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for videos. Check out my others as well. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, adios. Oh, look at this. What is that? Damn, that looks cool. And very tiny, of course, but yeah, anyway, guys, take care, adios, and keep your stick on the ice. Peace out, bye-bye.